all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of
If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear.
Make America great again.
the Big Mig.
Well, good morning. Welcome back to the Big Mig Show. I'm your host, Lance Miliaccia, with my co-host, George Valentine. It's all about killing them with the truth and burying them with a smile. George B., what's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
I don't know.
How are you?
Friday. Got a lot to do today.
Yeah, got a busy day ahead of you after the show.
I got work lined up. All of a sudden, calls come in. So,
Yeah.
yep. You can't kidnap me.
Just curiosity, do you feel like work, are you hearing from other contractors that businesses picked up because there are less illegals to do the work at all?
I don't know. I don't talk to contractors, deal with them anymore. I just do my own thing.
Well, a contractor here in Denver told me that his business has picked way up simply because there aren't illegal immigrants to do the work.
Oh,
He's also having trouble with some of his subs because he used to have a lot of, I'm sure, people that had were
Yeah,
legal.
but I don't advertise like a business like that. I just do my own thing on the side, like just by word of mouth. So yeah,
Sure.
It's not like something I want to be doing every day anymore. I should say.
Well, the guys here in Denver say they've got more work than they know what to do with. They are having difficulty, weirdly enough, with stucco and drywall. Seems like a lot of the guys that were doing that are not around. So interesting enough. I don't know what the impact will be of that, but he said that business has picked up. He has more business than he did previously.
You know what they should be doing then? In the prison systems, they should be putting those guys through school, teaching them, drywall and stucco concrete work.
I agree. I'm going to tell you something. The prison system alleges that they help people and they train people, but the classes are for naught. It's not what they tell the public it is. And it's too bad because the guys really are motivated. They really do want to learn. I've heard it from many of them. They wish that they could have really gotten highly trained on plumbing, electrical, drywall, because they could have gone right into that when they got out. And it's too bad because I think it's a weird way to fix what's going on. But I don't think that's really what that system's about. I feel like it's all about recidivism. I think they want to make them recidivate. I think they want to keep the prisons filled. I don't think it's about giving guys a second chance. I really do think that the system is tremendously flawed. And the amount of money that's wasted in this system could easily be put to the right kind of work. So you're right, though. I think it's a very wise thing you just said. But let's kick it off. Now, listen, if you like the show, don't forget, take the live link while we're on. Share it far and wide on your social media. Help us grow. Thank you for the people that have been doing it. Melody, I know you've been doing it. We really appreciate you doing it for us. And, of course, many others have been doing it. The Big Mig Mods, we appreciate you guys. And, of course, our listeners and subscribers. You can do the $5 subscription. Join that Big Mig Mafia. Just hit that button. $5 a month. It's a great way to support the show. If you like the show, we put a lot of work into it, a lot of effort. Takes a lot of time. And, of course, the plan is always to try to make some money doing it because it is a time-consuming effort. We do have other businesses. But at the end of the day, we love you guys that do support us. And, of course, Rumble Rant tips are always appreciated. Let's give a shout out. And if you'd like to sponsor the show, hit us up over at info@thebigmig.com. We love our live reads. We love our sponsors. Yeah, baby. Silver. Boom. Gold. Boom. 62.2 gram prepper bar. These babies. Great invention by the guys over at Genesis Gold Group. They have decades in the business. They're perforated. As you can see, if I hold it, you can kind of see there are 3 different denominations on that bar. And of course, what does that do? It gives you the ability to make payments, which is not normal as compared to a normal 1-ounce silver token. So whether it's for diversification or asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its very unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar is a perfect gift for everyone. Nobody doesn't like gold and silver at these prices. It's a great way to get a little nest egg going. Also, security, right? In case everything goes snafu, foo bar. You never know what's going to happen. Of course, these are exclusively mined and minted in the great US of A, and they are selling out fast. They did get a restock, so they're stocked up right now, although gold is a little low. but they plan on getting some gold here before the end of the month. So the bigmigbar.com is where you're going to head. You're going to use the Prepper code, which is your promo code, all caps Prepper, PREPPR. That's PREPPR. They're available. They come with an assay report, so no counterfeit gold coming out of Genesis Gold Group, and they fit neatly in your wallet. This one's in a plastic case, so it looks a little bigger than it is. Very thin, will go right in your wallet. You can carry them with you, keep them in a safety deposit box, your gun safe, wherever you need to get to them. Thebigmigbar.com. Now, George made it. As usual, he gave you a QR code. Take a snapshot. Don't go there now, but go there right after the show. Thebigmigbar.com, all caps, Prepper, 888-526-7154, 888-526-7154.
Break me off a piece of that Prepper bar.
George, got to get it in. All right. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but I got to give George an attaboy here. It is, we told you before that we have gotten feedback that, in fact, Donald Trump and Dan Scavino have watched our show previously. And I'm kind of wondering if they're checking in more often than not. George said early on when we were talking about Greenland, because, listen, Denmark, they're just playing the game. They just want to get as much for Greenland as they possibly can. They see that we're 40 trillion in debt. They're figuring they can get billions. I know what the game they're playing. But the people of, Greenland, they're the ones, right? They want to make it happen. But George said, why not sweeten the pot? How about throwing around a little cheddar to the people of Greenland? Maybe they'll get real motivated. And, of course, yesterday's news cycle, late, boom. What happens? Talking about Rubio, heading over there to talk to the people of Greenland and maybe talk about some cheddar. That little thumbnail I did there, that's the best I could get. I was trying to make them use those guns you see sometimes in strip clubs for shooting dollar bills. I got them shooting hundreds in the air. Now, George challenged me. He didn't know that there were a lot of Inuits in Greenland yesterday. He didn't realize it. He goes, what the hell are those people over there? I said, dude, those are the people of Greenland. And he's like, no. I said, I got it from National Geographic. They're people from Greenland. And I think he thought everybody in Greenland looked like people from Denmark. And, but 56,000 people. I think it's a smart move. Look, listen, if we need Greenland that bad, let's rock and roll, baby. Throw around some cheddar. I'd rather have them spend the money on that than these damn phony daycares or having Chelsea Clinton get any more money, or maybe all the money that gets grifted to social media influencers. Let's use some money for good things. Let's get the people of Greenland some money. George.
Yes, Lance.
Congratulations that they were listening to you, man. It looks like they're going to pay these people maybe thousands, maybe tens of thousands, because they want them to support joining the United States. So is the U.S. going to put their money where their mouth is, George? What do you think, brother?
Yeah, because listen, if I know they're not going to do this, but if they were, let's say they wanted to take it militarily, right? It'll cost a lot more money. It's actually cheaper in the long run to, pay them off. And unfortunately, money is a big motivator, sadly, but true, because people are materialistic. But, I can understand the Inuits because, Denmark's not taking care of them. We know that. Bingo. So let us take care of you. Meanwhile,
for literally decades and decades.
Let me finish. Meanwhile, we have security for our country. And you know what? Guess what? All Denmark and everybody over there, you'll have more security too. Why? Because we'll be there with a military presence, because Russia and China is right around the corner right there. It's creeping in. I don't see you guys doing anything about it over there. So, Lance, you made a great point. Denmark's just doing some rhetoric because they want to see what they can get out of this.
Of course they're going to max it out.
I don't know. Is Greenland does Greenland need Denmark's permission? I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's interesting because of the way it's worked so far. If the people of Greenland voted and said, no, Denmark, you're out, I have a feeling that probably Denmark wouldn't have a way to go. But at the same time, Denmark feels like they have a claim for it because they've been monetizing it and ruling it for a very long time. Although there's no doubt that they have ignored the people of Greenland. There was a lot of infrastructure things they were supposed to do. I went back and looked at some history records on it, asking some of the AI and otherwise. And in fact, there were a lot of times that Denmark had committed to doing things for Greenland that they never did. So I think lump sum payments, first of all, the people of Greenland, I know that the economy there is not all that great. So I love the idea that they maybe come up. I'd rather give it to them than I sure as hell would to these Somalians. And let's face it, we've given, probably, I think we're working into multiple Bs, maybe 100 billion. Who knows what these Somalians have grifted us for? I'd rather give it to the people of Greenland. And to be honest with you, if it's that important that we have to have Greenland, and I understand Trump's position, I think there's more to the story than he's telling us. I've heard some scenarios that go a little further into detail of why maybe. I've heard about rare earth minerals and some people that own
it's just a
the
bonus.
potential future rights to those. But whatever. I don't care either way. Trump deserves to make money. Everybody deserves to make money. I don't give a shit.
All right, so you haven't even noticed, and so now I got to put it on full screen because if you look what's the rolling between us in the middle here, so now I got to pull the full throttle. I know you can't see because you're not paying attention. You wanted a GIF for your little jacket thing for your big head there.
So I was using AI yesterday. I was impressed. I took our regular, the big head, Big Mig logo, one of our older logos, and I asked it to put a fur trimmed parka on the Big Mig guy. And then George turned it into a GIF, but I was actually really impressed. Man, the people that are doing graphics are in trouble. I was shocked how well it did. You got to admit, is it surprising, George, that it did that so well on the first try?
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, AI is great, but you know what, Lance?
Yes, sir.
People asking, well, where's George's GIF?
Yeah, I got to get George's big head up. That's my fault. It's my fault.
How long have we been saying that? For how long? 2 years now? 2 years?
Well, yeah, but you know what the reason is.
No. The reason is BS.
Yeah, you actually do know what the reason is. I'll explain it to you after the show.
Nope.
All right, enough is enough. No more fantasies
is.
about annexation is what Greenland's prime minister says. He wrote in Facebook posts on Sunday after U.S. President Donald Trump again told reporters the U.S. needed to acquire the land. Now, that's posturing. If they really gave a shit about Greenland, they would have invested a lot of infrastructure. They would have made a real effort. I don't think that's what really matters. Now, let's play the clip. Of course, we love her, Caroline Leavitt.
We do? All right, we love her. Hold on.
The acquisition of Greenland by the United States is not a new idea. This is something that presidents dating back to the 1800s have said is advantageous for America's national security. The president has been very open and clear with all of you and with the world that he views it in the best interest of the United States to deter Russian and Chinese aggression in the Arctic region. And so that's why his team is currently talking about what a potential purchase would look like.
A potential purchase. I mean, it's funny because you see Denmark, they're calling on Germany, I think UK, France, for, you got to help us. Can't let Trump just come in and take it. I mean, what are you going to do? See what we just did in Venezuela? That's nothing. Piece of cake. If we really want it, we'll just take it. Ain't nothing you're going to do about it, Denmark.
I don't.
But we don't want to. We want to do it the right way.
Yeah. And Denmark all of a sudden acting like it matters to them when they've ignored Greenland for so long in so many ways. I get it. But look, it is what it is. Look, as far as I'm concerned, I want to unify with Canada. I want Canada to come in. We get too many liberal voters. George made a very good point about that a while ago. But Canada, largest freshwater supply in the world, lots of minerals. I like the Canadian people a lot. At the end of the day, then it would be easier to protect that border if we just controlled all of it. But, it is what it is. It's kind of like Mexico. I mean, Claudia Scheinbaum's a total piece of shit.
Well, we got breaking news, bro.
Oh, what do we got?
Breaking news.
Breaking.
Sharks 48 is now a Big Mig monthly supporter.
Sharks. I like it. You should have played some. You should have played some of the music from Jaws, George, right there for Sharks. You should have thrown that on.
I don't have the music for Jaws on my thing.
You should have quickly downloaded it before you made the announcement.
Fuck out of here.
All right. Listen, here's the deal. I don't know. Is Rubio going to get another job? Seems like, man, look, he's going to be the coach. Now, who's he going to be the coach for, George? Is it the Miami Dolphins?
They were saying for Miami Dolphins, coach or GM, but
coach or GM. I don't know if everybody's seen the memes going crazy, and really funny. I mean, and Marco Rubio, great sense of humor. We love him. Same thing with JD Vance. You've seen the chubby JD Vance memes. Well, Marco Rubio's got his own. Now I think he might be the new fraud AG, VP Vance. By the way, did everybody know this? I learned this the other day, and it just shows that there's so little I know a lot of times. Did you know that you don't even have to be an attorney to be the United States Attorney General?
Yes, I know that.
I did not know that. So I'm wondering now, do you have to be an assistant AG?
Nope.
You don't have to be an attorney?
Nope.
Wow. I like that. Okay, well, VP Vance just announced the Trump admin will be appointing a new assistant attorney general to prosecuting fraud. George, I know you've got a point that you want to make about this. I'm just going to throw it to you. Just go.
Okay, so why? Why do we need to appoint a new assistant attorney general? For what? Now they got to go through the process of being confirmed. More money, more time, more bullshit. Why? Where are all the DOJ prosecutors? What the fuck are they doing? Like, seriously, how many DOJ prosecutors we got? Why can't they do that? Why do we need to waste time with another position? That's probably going to get us nowhere anyway. Because GOP's got no balls, no guts, and no glory. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this position right now. There would have been a lot of arrests. I mean, look, the GOP they just helped pass Obama subsidies. Like, I don't even know how much, $100 billion in subsidies. You know, some Republicans went to the dark side. Instead of trying to work on something, a better solution, let's just do the same old thing. Lance, you just said it yesterday, insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Well, that's not only that, but this is insanity right now with DOJ. They're doing the same shit over and over and over again, thinking they're going to get different results. But what do we got? We got fucking ungats. Nada. Shit.
Okay, well, he brings a valid point. Here's my thing. I like he just said, there are other assistant AGs. There are plenty of U.S. prosecutors. What is a little bit frightening about this is when you create this new assistant attorney general position, it has to be Senate confirmed.
That's what I said.
Right. And to me, you have to go to Senate Majority Leader Thune. They've already got confirmations they're not getting done. It's just good. Now he's saying he's going to make a swift confirmation, but is he really going to make a swift confirmation? And why? Here's my problem. I get why they have to confirm the head AG. Why do you have to confirm the assistant AG? Or the ones below? This whole confirmation thing seems like a jerk off for the American public. For me, I'm tired of it because we already know there's a bunch of confirmations that aren't getting done by the Senate. We're already struggling with that. Why do we always have to go ask Congress when really everybody in the country knows about the fraud now? Everybody knows it. Nick Shirley did a great job. His videos went viral. There are people all over the country investigating these places. John Rocker, a close friend of ours, he's going in there. He's going there. They hate him already in Ohio. And he's over there checking it out. Go ahead.
So I'm looking something up. So we have, we have multiple assistant attorney generals, right?
How many?
You got Harmeet Dillon, who's, civil rights.
Yeah, she's too busy knitting.
A. Tyson Duva, who's criminal. You're a criminal, buddy. What the fuck you doing? Because I ain't seen anything criminal. Then you got Brett A. Shoemate, who's civil. And you had recent appointments, including Stanley Woodward as associate AG and Jolene and Loria for management. I mean,
I don't know. Whatever those people are doing, I see Harmeet Dillon all the time online. I'm irritated.
She talks a lot. She talks a lot. Says a lot.
Yeah, she talks a lot, and then she talks a lot of shit, and then she literally, I haven't seen anything getting done that really is matters other than her knitting. She's completed a lot of hats. I've seen that on X. But look, here's the deal. I'm tired of waiting for Congress to approve us to get something done. Congress, at this point, my opinion, Congress is an obstruction. They really are. I know that the founders had a plan here, but the plan isn't working. We've got an ineffective Congress. We've got, Michael Johnson, acting like he's getting stuff done. You got a bunch of, we're supposed to control the House and the Senate, but you have guys, have you noticed how the Republicans just keep voting with the Democrats for everything that's bad? Have you noticed there's always a group that just jumps over the line? Democrats don't do that, but the Republicans do. I'm just telling you, this is nauseating. And there's so many, congressional members that have committed crimes, but they don't face any consequences. But, look, Vance is saying this is going to happen. I like JD Vance. I don't want to talk shit. I don't want to take any, wind out of his sails. They're saying that he'll have all the benefits and all the resources and all the authority of a special counsel, but with two crucial differences. Number one, it will be run out of the White House under the supervision of me and the President of the United States. And number two, it's actually constitutionally legitimate. As you guys may know, the special counsel statute has some major constitutional questions. He said, when we get the bad guys, we want to make sure we get them permanently and they don't have some legal technicality they can get out of, which is why we set it up as an associate attorney general. Okay, let's go ahead and play the clip. I like JD. I'm not trying to take the wind out of his sails. Maybe if he oversees it, maybe he'll grab Thrun by his skinny little neck and make him hurry the confirmation. Who knows?
I mean, he's the president of the Senate, right? He's the big dog.
Yeah.
If you're a young parent struggling to afford childcare in the United States of America, there are programs that we have to make it easier for your kids to get in daycare, for your kids to get in preschool. Those programs should go to American citizens, not be defrauded by Somali immigrants and others. Make it hard for you to get the access to the resources you need. But number two, making it easier for people who shouldn't even be in this country to fleece the United States and our taxpayers to begin with. We have actually activated a major interagency task force to make it possible to get to the heart of this fraud. We have Department of Agriculture resources that are focused on SNAP fraud so that people who need food benefits can get them, but illegal aliens and other fraudsters don't. We have over 1,500 subpoenas that the Department of Justice has issued to get to the heart of the fraud ring. We've done almost 100 indictments, mostly Somali immigrants, but also a few others. And of course, we're looking in with broad investigatory authority to a number of the instances of wrongdoing that we've seen in Minneapolis. But we also want to expand this. We know that the fraud isn't just happening in Minneapolis, it's also happening in states like Ohio. It's happening in states like California. And so what we're doing in order to help coordinate this remarkable interagency effort from the Trump administration, but also to make sure that we prosecute the bad guys and do it as swiftly and efficiently as possible, is we are creating a new Assistant Attorney General position who will have nationwide jurisdiction over the issue of fraud. Now, of course, that person's efforts will start and focus primarily in Minnesota, but it is going to be a nationwide effort because, unfortunately, the American people have been defrauded in a very nationwide way.
So, all right, we know we've been defrauded, but if I still don't understand why we need an assistant AG for this. Why can't they just, I don't know, use the DOJ prosecutors, perhaps? So now you're gonna have to wait for this assistant AG to do all the meetings with all the senators so they can, vote. That takes time. Meanwhile, you just the frauds there and there and there. No, they should be just looking into it now and just arresting people. It's so stupid. It's such government waste. Like when, the government sells toilet seat for fucking 10,000, a hammer for 12,000. Same shit. I'll never stop. I'm going to keep saying this.
You mean when the government buys one? You said sells.
Buys one, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you mean when they buy things for overpriced. Of course, it's happened a lot in defense contracting. They have overpaid for all kinds of things. But yeah, I agree with you. Look, it is what it is. I don't think we need it. I'm tired of the BS. But look, I guess they're going to do it. Now with JD Vance, maybe he'll push it through. I hope, I keep hoping I'm going to wake up to the news or George is going to text me and maybe I'll just be rolling out of bed at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. And it'll be the text message. Did you see what happened? They just arrested like 50 congressional members, but it never happens. They just arrested the dirty 51+8. No, that doesn't happen either. They just arrested everybody involved in the Russian collusion hoax. No.
What?
Yeah. I keep hoping for that text message or somehow I'll be pleasantly surprised, and then everybody will say, oh, you guys are blackpilling. I'm not blackpilling. I'm just calling out what's out here. This isn't blackpilling. We like Donald Trump. I like many people in the administration. No, I don't like all of them. No, I don't think all of them are doing a great job. I think there's plenty that are doing a great job. I think it's much better than the first round, but do I think we have a perfect situation? No. I think there's people very close to Donald Trump, and I won't name names, that I don't trust. So that isn't a black pill. That's me saying, show me the money. Okay. Actions speak louder than words. I've heard all the words. I heard all of it when we were getting ready to go through the election and why we voted. We're gonna turn the FBI building into a museum. We're gonna charge everybody. We're gonna government gangster. We're gonna deep state clear out. We're gonna this. We're gonna that. Okay, listen. It isn't that I don't like you guys. I just want you to live up to what you told us. So, all right, federal prosecutors launch a new criminal investigation into Ladisha Boom Boom James. Why do they have to have a new one? I guess they can't get the mortgage one done. Is it going to make any difference this time? I don't know. I can't believe they can't get her for mortgage fraud, that slimy scumbag that she is. But okay, they're not able to do it. Now they've launched this new criminal investigation, and it's got something to do with her longtime hairdresser, Laista Marsh. What a name, Laista. Where the hell did you get that name from? Anyway, I guess CBS, New York Times reporting there's an investigation. It's in the early stages. It's going by the Northern District of New York and the Western District of Louisiana. I guess Marsh was indicted by a grand jury in the Western District of Louisiana in December on charges of bank fraud and identity theft related to the purchase of a Land Rover. So I guess she stole somebody's identity. She and her, it sounds like maybe her son was involved. And it was about 3 years ago. But now they're saying that Miss Marsh has past financial transactions involving Miss James or her campaign. So people familiar with the matter spoke on conditions of anonymity to describe that inquiry. It's the second time, you guys know about the Virginia declining the mortgage fraud case, which is just disgusting. Because if you guys had done it, you'd already be indicted. Your case would already be moving along. There was bank fraud in the Letitia James case. They investigated 18 USC 1344 and false statements to a financial institution, 18 USC section 1014. But of course, liberal judges, they can't be trusted. They don't know how to leave their bias at the door when they put the robe on.
Well, I was looking something up because I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And then now it makes sense. An Obama judge disqualified Trump-appointed U.S. attorneys overseeing Letitia James investigations and tossed subpoenas issued to James. So there you go. This is why they have to do this now again.
And that's why you don't want lifetime appointments. That's why you don't want absolute immunity, because that judge should just be cracked. It's disgusting. I've told you there's lots of great judges. I don't want to put them all into one basket. There are a lot of good judges across this country. I've seen their rulings. I think they're fair. They're honest. But there are some shitty ones too. And the fact that these people just can't be yanked out of their position and replaced, disgusting. I guarantee if you're working for Amazon or some other company and you made some of these decisions that were like that, you would get your ass thrown out. Okay, George, let's talk about Iran. Marco Rubio is going to be the Shah of Iran soon, I heard.
You know what? It's very well possible. It's very well possible.
Do you think that's credible? That's credible intel that he's going to be the Shah of Iran before long?
You know what? Listen, I wouldn't put nothing past anybody, bro. I mean, who knows?
All right.
Marco Rubio handle another position? I think he can.
He can.
I think you should make him Attorney General. He's getting shit done no matter what position he gets put in.
Exactly. He's a multitasker, Marco Rubio. All right. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. When we come back, we'll be talking about Trump. Looks like he's talking about hitting Iran's Islamic regime very hard for what they're doing. The people are on the street. They're rebelling. Maybe that's what we should be doing here in the United States. I don't know. Maybe we'd get more done if we were all rebelling. Don't pay your taxes. Get on the streets. Rebel. All right. Take a cue. We'll be right back here on The Big Man Show. George B., Lance M., shaking and baking.
Don't go nowhere.
That's how we do it.
Are you ready to stand up for your community and support your local sheriff? Join the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association and become a vital member of the Sheriff's Citizens Posse. At CSPOA.org, we empower citizens like you through weekly webinars, arming you with the knowledge to back your constitutional county sheriff. Together, we can uphold our Constitution and ensure liberty and justice for all. Your community needs you now more than ever. Visit CSPOA.org and join the Sheriff's Citizens Posse today. Make a difference. Stand for freedom. That's CSPOA.org. Your country, your fight, your future.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA, the future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
Hi folks, I'm here today to introduce you to the Prepper Bar from PrepperBar.com, the most unique precious metals product we have seen in a long time. These 62-gram bars are perforated and easily broken down into your choice of 3 different sizes to fit a multitude of needs. Whether it be from asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar makes a perfect gift for all the precious metal lovers out there. Exclusively made here in the USA and selling out fast. Available in both gold and silver, these slim Prepper Bars fit neatly in your wallet, and their utility enables use in any situation.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth, these canine units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes, because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit warriordogfoundation.org.
Oh, sorry about that. Welcome back to the Big Mig Show. Here we your hosts, Lance Migliaccio, George Ballantine, the Big Mig Mafia in the chat, Big Mig Army. Anybody out there listening, come join the chat, say hello, get welcome properly. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, like button, share button, and that red button that says Big Mig Mafia. Make it official. Become a monthly subscriber. Helps with the overhead. Helps with every little bit. Every little bit helps. But let me give a shout out to our sponsor. You know, Lance, we all been telling you we got a perfect solution for the people that can't watch their crypto 24/7. That's right. You know, I'm going to tell you, the financial elite, and we all know how they are, they've been quietly building wealth through cryptocurrency, and hardworking Americans have been left behind. And this is why I'm here. I want to tell you about BlockTrustIRA.com. They're bringing access to cryptocurrency wealth to everyday people. Their exclusive Animus AI trading platform works 24/7, analyzing market data and executing advanced crypto strategies that go far beyond buy and hold. This is sophisticated technology once reserved only for Wall Street insiders, but now it's available to you. And it's no surprise that this system was named #1 crypto technology platform by Bitcoin Magazine out of more than 1,500 global competitors. And clients are already seeing over 250% returns on their investment, all military-grade security, and up to $200 million insurance. Your wealth is fully protected. So don't wait. Visit BigMigCrypto.com today and see how you can join the financial revolution that's finally given everyday Americans access to a crypto opportunity of a lifetime. Once again, visit BigMigCrypto.com today and you can win up to $2,500 of free crypto. I got the QR code right here next to me. Take a screenshot, save it to your photo files. But go there later. And you know what, Lance? I got a big announcement right now. Here's mommy.
Whoa.
Here's mommy. Krasivia. My Krasivia. Here's mommy's my Krasivia. She just gifted 5 subs.
Oh, wow. That is extremely nice. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate that. Hopefully they'll enjoy it and those people will become permanent subscribers. Very nice of you to gift those subs. Thank you. We really do appreciate it. And that stuff does all matter. Allows us to upgrade equipment, upgrade software, hopefully get more people to help George in his endeavors because he's always busting his butt working on short form and gifts and this and that, you know.
Everything.
Yeah. It's just complicated. And as your show grows, you end up needing more infrastructure because you get busier and busier and busier. And that's, we're doing this show. Of course, you guys know we also have the Crypto Power Hour. So this show is Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. For anybody that's just joining us for the first time, thank you. We know your time's the most valuable commodity you have. So thanks for coming over here and checking us out. Hopefully you'll hit that follow button. Then we've got the Crypto Power Hour. If you didn't catch it this morning, but 7 a.m. Wednesdays and 7 a.m. Fridays, Eastern Standard. We're in the big window. They'd like us to expand that show, but to expand that show, we'll need to have more sponsors and more money to do that show because, of course, it will add a whole hell of a lot more work because we also have the nationally syndicated radio show, the Big Mig Talk radio show. So if you need a hookup, you definitely want to check us out over on Liberty News Radio. And you can check us out on Saturdays and Sundays. And, it's a great opportunity. So we're busy. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Iran is about to fall, people. That's right. The Shah of Iran. This shit might be going down because the people, they've had enough. And when you see everywhere in that whole country, they're revolting. I mean, they're burning shit down, taking over government buildings and stuff. And, Trump has just warned Iran again. He's like, if they can continue killing innocent people on the streets of Iran, he says the U.S. is going to hit Iran's Islamic regime. Well, President Trump, they just killed some more innocent civilians. So I don't know. Maybe you want to send in a B-2 bomber or something, or just
I hear it right?
Or just call Netanyahu and just tell him to send a couple missiles over there.
Did I hear it right that the Shah of Iran has already been shipping out his assets to China and India? I mean, to China and Russia. I kind of remember thinking I saw a story about that.
I think he
was already moving out assets because he's planning on fleeing the country to Russia.
Yeah, he would go to Russia. He wouldn't go to China.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So he's moving out his assets. So I imagine his departure is imminent. I guarantee if Donald Trump pulls the trigger, it probably is. Let's play the clip.
I'm going to play this clip and then we're going to talk about something.
As you know, probably better than anybody, they're doing very poorly. And I have let them know that if they start killing people, which they tend to do during their riots, they have lots of riots. If they do it, we're going to hit them very hard.
Now, it's not surprising, but what the clips we're going to be showing you next, the mainstream media will not show it. And you got to wonder, why? I posted a funny meme. It was the cartoon meme with Maduro and Diddy in jail. And they were talking about, it was like Libs 101 or something, and how the Libs just jumped from one flag to another, meaning they first had the Ukrainian flag, LGBTQ, BLM, Venezuelan flag, the Mexico flag, if you've seen it all. And some idiot that I know always got to do a stupid comment. So I commented back. And I'm like, dude, you can look it up. You can see how all the Dems support all these flags. They just go from one from another. I wonder if they're going to start bringing up Iranian flags again. Yeah. In support for the Iranian regime, though.
Anything to object to anything Donald Trump does. They have to undermine anything he does, anything and everything, even when it's positive. We've seen positive financial news, of course, lots of that. But that's what they do, right? That the only thing they can do is undermine and divide the country. It's never about, hey, man, this president's doing a good job. Let's get behind him. Imagine if the Democrats stopped acting like a bunch of bitches. Just imagine if all of a sudden our congressional members finally said, let's put our differences aside and let's make the country as great as possible. This president has good intent. He wants to improve the country. Let's work together to do that. Can you imagine what could happen? But no, we won't get that because they're all so busy trying to hold on to their shreds of power so they can steal and launder and milk the American public. And I have to say something. If the Iranians can do this, we can do this.
Well, we can, but we just can't burn any buildings down or nothing.
No, I'm not suggesting burning any buildings. I'm suggesting
just imagine Americans.
We need to fix our government and we need to fix Congress. We need to fix the criminality of what's going on.
Check this out. Imagine, I don't know, 150 million Americans not going to work for a week, not working, so no taxes are being collected, nor paid or nothing. Just think about that.
How about if every American stopped paying their taxes until
they won't, because the liberals like to pay more taxes, bro, to support this crap. They're just retarded. I don't get it. Yeah. But all right, let me just show this clip.
Yeah.
So they're saying, I think there's no, they cut off internet access, whatever they're trying to do. But rest assured that Elon Musk is on it. I heard he's granting internet access so they can keep posting stuff and getting stuff out.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're just killing America. They're killing America, killing Iranians over there. I heard they got more, today or last night.
Terrible.
But I think this is a long-awaited revolution that they've been wanting to do. In Iran, and I can tell you this, so you can't play like American music or nothing. The regime, they'll come and get you, arrest you. So when they have weddings, they'll have like a false wall, and they'll be in a different room playing music and dancing where it doesn't go out to the streets or nobody could hear it. Only the people in that thing. They do that.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible that they're that suppressed. But at the end of the day, when people aren't getting what they want, they should take to the streets peacefully. In the case of Iran, they've just had it. They're fed up, and I don't blame them. It used to be a beautiful, beautiful country, and it's, of course, normal leadership theft, no different than what Maduro did. Maduro, acted like he was broke, and he was, I'm only getting $124 a month. Meanwhile, billions and billions and billions of dollars in gold, silver, and crypto shipped all around the globe to his own personal benefit. So, it is what it is. Let's play this next clip. You got another clip here, huh?
I do. This is where the revolution, the protesters are starting to take over buildings. They're burning shit down now, government buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to compare, right? If you want to take a look like the control of Iran, the control of like Venezuela, dictatorship, Cuba, China. There's one more I wanted to say. Pretty much like the Muslim religion, the way they control. That's like compare that to the Democratic Party, because that's what they want to do. They want to just have control over you and everything. I shit you not. That's why they love Mandami so much. Mandami's just a sheep in wolf's clothing right there. Trust me, that motherfucker. He uses little slick talk to get in. Quietly, he's implementing his socialist things agenda, which is end up being shit for New York. But once again, your mom tells you the stove is hot, but you got to just touch the stove and to know it's hot and get burnt instead of believing mom. Same shit. There's a saying: a smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from others' mistakes. Become the wise man. That's all I can say. Good advice. Gave it to me a long time ago.
This next one, I'm sick of this shit. I don't understand why George Soros and his son Alexander Soros are still walking around. There's absolutely no reason. These are scumbags, crafty, sneaky scumbags that have milked and stolen hundreds and hundreds and probably billions of dollars from the American people. So I guess before leaving office, the Democrats, no surprise, wow, shocker, Democrats doing something scummy, sent another $260 million to George Soros. George Soros, the billionaire. George Soros, the multi-billionaire, and his son. And that's why we honest to God, if you want to know why we have issues, American taxpayers are literally paying for our own ICE protests. You want to know why we have never-ending national protests from the left? Because they're funded. You want to know why the mainstream media is controlled? Because it's funded. George Soros has the Open Society, and it controls, at least that I know of, 64 separate NGOs. Those NGOs all got money from USAID. The Democrats do this. What I don't understand is, why don't we just go claw back all the money that George Soros ever got? Why don't we bring criminal charges against him? And what's the guy's name from LinkedIn, George? That's another one. Reid Hoffman, right? Reid Hoffman. Another one. I think it's Reid Hoffman. LinkedIn, another guy that's a scumbag. I'm telling you right now, this is just, and why do we just keep hearing about it? Why don't they just go snatch Soros up? I don't understand. Go take all his money, seize all his assets, leave that guy destitute and broke, including his son. Crazy. Let's play this clip. I'm sick of this shit. I want to see some accountability. If you guys can't handle it, give me the 16-page letter and a budget, and I'll go take care of it.
So why do you need a 16-page letter? Just need one.
Because that's
letter.
the presidential immunity document.
Why? It's 16 pages?
It used to be 16 pages.
How do you know that?
Like, I'm not going to explain that.
You can just get the one page, bro. That's all you need.
Donald Trump claims Hungarian-American billionaire George Soros is responsible for interfering in the political landscape of many countries. The account claims that Soros used a hefty $260 million from U.S. aid to spread chaos, change governments, and pursue personal gain in countries such as India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Ukraine. Now, this comes as the Trump administration continues to freeze U.S. aid's budget, describing its initiatives as misaligned with American interests and accusing them of destabilizing global peace.
Well, many ideas, but look, he's done a great job. Look at all the fraud that he's found in this U.S. AID. It's a disaster what the people, radical left lunatics, they have things that nobody would have even believed. The whole thing with $100 million spent on you know what, with money going to all sorts of groups that shouldn't deserve to get any money. With the money, I'd like to see what the kickbacks are.
Well, Mr. President Trump, let me see. So all those protests going on in Minnesota and elsewhere, all paid by NGOs like George Soros, a.k.a. Our tax dollars from Democrats to Soros to NGOs. That's all come from that. Turns out that lady who got killed because she tried to use her car as a weapon to kill that ICE officer. Turned out that she was married, and when Trump became president, her and her wifey moved to Canada. Should have fucking stayed in Canada, bitch. But then he came back over. And then, you know how she joined this group? How she learned about it? From her 6 year...
From munching
No,
box?
listen, stop, listen.
Not from munching box?
Her 6-year-old's charter school. That's where she learned about, whatever it's called, Warriors for fucking something, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Be a warrior. Go out there
At
and
a
cause
6-year-old's charter school, they're already indoctrinating with this leftist liberal bullshit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And you wonder why we have problems. You know what? If you want to go out and you want to obstruct federal agents from doing their job, then expect consequences. I don't have any empathy for that. I got to be honest. Listen, it's not that I don't feel for the child now not having its mother to be, but the mother made that decision. It was a horrible decision. And then to try to use the vehicle to run down that ICE agent, an ICE agent that had already had that problem, that had to get 35 stitches the previous time he almost got run down. Do you understand why you got blasted now? I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear from these Democrats. I don't want to hear any of this garbage. If you're going to use a vehicle as a lethal weapon, then expect consequences. Listen, I'm not telling you can't do it. Go ahead and do it if you want. But when you get shot, I don't want to see the media. And I'm sick. I'll tell you this. I honestly wish the administration just had the balls to yank all the licenses that the FCC and FTC issued to these media groups. And I think I'd kick them all out of the White House. I'm tired of all their negative, nasty, shitty, one-sided news.
Since we brought it up, right?
Yeah.
I found there's another video, and this is actually coming from fucking CNN, believe it or not. And they showed a front angle of this happening, and they're showing the officer getting hit. I got it right now. I put it up. I want to play it.
Yeah, go ahead. Throw it up just for the heck of it. Let's see it.
You can see it. And CNN put this up. I was what?
CNN? The Communist News Network? What happened?
I had to share. I put this on Facebook just so, to show the liberal idiots there. All right, anyway.
As the vehicle passes, you can see the dark-colored SUV driven by Renee Nicole Good. That's on the right there in the back. The surveillance video taken by a home nearby. Agents can be seen milling about near the vehicle, then converging on it. And then you see right there the SUV begins to move, and that's when the shots are fired. Now, prior to this, the video shows the SUV had been stationary and sideways across the road like that for about 3 minutes. The reason for that is unclear.
CNN has obtained some new video. Again, it's grainy and distant, but it shows 4 full minutes leading up to the shooting. It shows Renee Good's maroon Honda Pilot entering from the right there. Then 20 seconds later, someone gets out on the passenger side. We don't know who or why this person leaves the car. We then see her turn and pull perpendicular across the street, seeming to block the way. But as you see here, leaving room for vehicles to pass by her on either side. Finally, there is this new angle of the federal officer who shot her. He arrives, another federal SUV pulls up. As the ICE officer briefly goes back to his car, then he returns, and with another agent grabbing at her door, she starts to move forward. Again, it's hard to see from this angle, followed by 3 gunshots in quick succession. 4 minutes in all from start to finish. But for all the video that may reveal, it says nothing about why Renee Good was where she was or what she was doing there. And it's not all we don't know.
Well, she was leading the opposition there.
She was trying to block the road. She was obstructing the federal officers from doing their job. And then I love how he just leaves out that they don't see her drive straight into the federal agent. He doesn't say, yeah, and there she is driving straight into the federal. They always have to put a twist on it. And that's mainstream media, right? That's why it's garbage. I'll tell you what, the most powerful thing you guys could do is just don't watch it. Go to alt media only. Just turn off CNN, turn off MSNBC, CBS, ABC, turn them all off. Because if you can't trust them to give you the honest truth, then what do you need them for? What, you want to see the operation they're running? What about 60 Minutes? Look what they did with the Kamala Harris interview. You can't trust 60 Minutes. You can't trust CNN. You can't trust MSNBC. You can't trust them. Why watch anything that you can't trust? Because all it's going to do is brainwash you. It's going to brainwash the people around you. If you own a bar or a restaurant that plays news, play alt news. Rumble has a channel. It's on smart TV. You can put Rumble on all day. You can put other shows on. Don't support mainstream media. Just don't. If you want to hurt them, you hit them in the wallet. How do you do that? Through views. You stop looking at their product. If somebody reposts it online, it's no big deal, but you don't give them any support on their social media. You don't give them any support on the channels. If it's on, you turn it off. If you own a bar or restaurant and you're playing it, turn it off. Put something else on. Tell people, no, sorry, we don't play CNN or MSNBC here. They're liars. We don't put it on.
All right, let's go. We got to keep going because I got work to do. So,
President Trump stunned the experts announcing the purchase of $200 billion in mortgage bonds to immediately drive down mortgage rates. No, he can't count on the Federal Reserve to do it. So instead, they're buying $200 billion in mortgage bonds. This will drive down mortgage rates, monthly payments down, and make the cost of owning a home more affordable. It's one of my many steps in restoring affordability, something the Biden administration absolutely destroyed. We're bringing back the American dream. Is he going to stop BlackRock and Blackstone from buying houses? I hope so. He said he is. I think it's great that they're doing this, but I'd like to see the Federal Reserve lower interest rates. It's overdue. But of course, until we control the Federal Reserve, and it's not a private institution, it's probably impossible. All right, George, any comments on that?
I guess we're on the right path here, right? He's, just the other day, we talked about this yesterday, where he's stopping all these big financial institutions from buying houses, outbidding regular people. So, let's keep going on his path. This way, when I move out of New Jersey very shortly, I'll just look and buy a house.
Now, this next story is huge. About that? Some people may not know about it. This guy is a monster. His name is Chen Z. Now, this guy was the cyber fraud kingpin, 75 billion plus in cyber fraud. He just got captured and deported from Cambodia, where he was a Cambodian citizen. They revoked his citizenship. The Chinese have been chomping in the bit to get him. Basically, Nick Okna, the elite tycoon, advising the prime minister to hooded and handcuff on a Beijing tarmac. But it's really Chen Z. That name is his Cambodian username. This is him right here in that image. This is a monster deal because this guy supposedly built people at a 75 billion plus. Now, where's that money? Is the Chinese government just going to snatch it? Are the victims going to get it? This guy had victims all over the globe. So you got to look. This guy was born in China around 1987. He became a Cambodian national via donation. Of course, he bought his way in. He founded a group you guys should know called the Prince Holding Group in 2015, which was a conglomerate dominating real estate, banking, casinos, tourism. Here in the title, Neek Okna, he used to advise the Cambodian PM, but his underworld, the DOJ had indicted him back in October of 25 on wire fraud and money laundering conspiracies. Prosecutors claim that the Prince Group was a front for forced labor scam compounds all across Cambodia, trafficking tens of thousands. The UN estimates 100,000 in Cambodia alone. He would confine workers, torture resistors, and force pig butchering scams all across the globe. Boasted 30 million daily at its peak, billions stolen globally. The U.S. seized 127,000 Bitcoin from him, about 15 billion, which is the largest forfeiture ever, which was sanctioned across the globe also by the U.S. and U.K. Bunch of international pressure, just from not only from the DOJ, but otherwise. I don't know why we wouldn't just go into Cambodia and grab his ass. But he was arrested on January 6th in Phnom Penh. And it looks like we're going to show. Do we show the video yet, George? Was I not paying attention? Maybe
Didn't show the video yet, Lance.
All right, let's show the video. This is him. This is the viral video. It's blown up. Because this guy was responsible for screwing many people.
I just want to say something real quick.
Please.
I don't hear anybody across the world or here in America, specifically the liberals and Democrats, whatever, crying wolf that China went into Cambodia and got this man, like we went into Venezuela and got Maduro. I'm just.
Where's the crying? Yeah, the Chinese government pumping that video up all over. You know, but crime isn't just about crypto. And George, I don't understand the crime in your backyard.
Whoa. This is South Jersey,
shocked
Camden.
and appalled. I'm shocked and appalled that an item like this is not safe in a New Jersey bar. Why is that, George? What's going on here, bro?
First of all, this is in Camden, New Jersey. This is way South Jersey, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours away. So ain't my backyard. It's closer to Philadelphia, by the way. Anyway, a New Jersey, they just want their walrus penis back. You heard me right. A customer swiped an antique walrus bone from a donkey's place, it's called. This is a South Jersey cheesesteak landmark, and it's missing. It's one of their, they say it's stranger attractions. Donkey's place is in Camden. I think it's praised. Actually, Anthony Bourdain actually praised the place.
I guess they have a hell of a cheesesteak, but they also now are missing.
Anthony Bourdain said he praised him for serving what he called the best cheesesteak in the Philadelphia area.
That's big, but I'm disappointed that the bar's beloved walrus penis bone is now missing. Bring the penis back. The humanity.
I just want to know, Lance, was it a guy or was it a man or a woman that stole a penis bone? And what are their intentions with it?
First of all, I didn't know that walrus penis bones would. First of all, I'm shocked that they're actually can be antiqued. I'm surprised that it's not just cartilage. I guess I don't know a lot about walrus penises for a number of reasons, but they didn't file a police report yet. They just want it back. So you've got a chance to come clean. You thought it was funny. Maybe you were drunk. You made a bad decision. Sometimes bad decisions happen when you're drunk. I'm going to, for the bar, bring back donkey bars or donkey cafes, walrus penis bone back, please. Bring it back today.
Okay, so hold on. I just found out more about the story. So there's actually 3 men left together with one of them hiding the bone under a scarf. Now, Now, this is how stupid they are. Security cameras captured an image of the suspected thief. And the rest aren't even saying that man even paid with a credit card.
Oh, you're caught.
I mean, you better go give that dick back, bro.
All right. Well, hopefully he'll watch the Big Mig show.
They haven't filed a police report because they just want the dick back. Here you go, or a penis, but whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's giving them the opportunity. They got you by the cojones, bro. They got you on film. They got your credit card. They know who you are. So be a bigger person.
It could be a felony
And
depending on
disinfect
what
if
the
you use
value
it.
is.
Hold on. If you use it for anything, please disinfect it before you give it back to the guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's an antique penis. I don't know what those are worth nowadays on the open market, but it could be a felony. You don't want this to escalate to a felony. Bring it back. Let's
go to the police department. Yo, somebody stole my dick. What?
I don't know. You know, they haven't filed a police report yet. That would be a tricky police report. That would be a tricky police report to file. I guess they have pictures of it. I could have grabbed a picture of it. I should have grabbed it from the story. But anyway, all right. Listen, the humanity. We've covered it all. Penises, Iran, you name it. It's all on this show. If you love the show, thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that button, hit that Big Mig Mafia button. Thank you today for the people that gifted subscribers that joined the Big Mig Mafia. We appreciate all of that. You have no idea what that means to us. So thank you very, very much. Love you guys. And don't forget, all right, you can catch the Big Mig Talk radio show if you get a little Jonesy all the weekend, but Monday through Friday. Got a great interview coming up on Wednesday for the Crypto Power Hour. And we're working on getting Gary Brecka on the Big Mig show.
So go to the Big Mig documentary channel. You can see the trailer of Free Joby, and you'll see that this is the one we're going to have interviewing on Wednesday for the Crypto Power Hour. You don't want to miss that one, but go check out the trailer. All right, y'all, it's Friday. Have a blessed weekend. If you're going to go out, no matter where you're at, stay safe, stay vigilant, watch your surroundings, because there's a lot of crazy leftists out there. I don't want no one else getting hurt, so just be safe, all right? Peace out.
I might have to let it drop. Sick, got it, hella big, had to put it back again, like sick, had to put it.
Are you ready to stand up for your community and support your local sheriff? Join the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association and become a vital member of the Sheriff's Citizens Posse. At CSPOA.org, we empower citizens like you through weekly webinars, arming you with the knowledge to back your constitutional county sheriff. Together, we can uphold our Constitution and ensure liberty and justice for all. Your community needs you now more than ever. Visit CSPOA.org and join the Sheriff's Citizens Posse today. Make a difference. Stand for freedom. That's CSPOA.org. Your country, your fight, your future.
What if you could predict your financial future? And what if you could trade on it? Introducing Block Trust IRA. The future in your hands. An astonishing 88,000 millionaires were created last year from the Bitcoin boom, and you could be next. Block Trust IRA is the only crypto management firm powered by AI-driven strategies, ranked #1 in the world by Bitcoin Magazine. The Block Trust IRA platform is built for everyone, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors. Predictive AI technology that was once only reserved for insiders and elites is now available to you. It's time to leave the old buy and hold strategies behind. Your assets are protected with military-grade security, offline cold storage, and $200 million in insurance. Visit BlockTrustIRA.com to book your free consultation and ask how to claim up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses today. Bitcoin changed the game. AI changes the strategy.
Hi folks, I'm here today to introduce you to the Prepper Bar from PrepperBar.com, the most unique precious metals product we have seen in a long time. These 62-gram bars are perforated and easily broken down into your choice of 3 different sizes to fit a multitude of needs. Whether it be from asset protection from inflation, economic turmoil, or its unique utility for barter and trade, the Prepper Bar makes a perfect gift for all the precious metal lovers out there. Exclusively made here in the USA and selling out fast. Available in both gold and silver, these slim Prepper Bars fit neatly in your wallet, and their utility enables use in any situation.
Forged through rigorous training and honed by the finest instructors on Earth. These canine units serve beside our nation's warriors as they fight to preserve what we cherish. When these warriors complete their duty, the Warrior Dog Foundation provides them with a home deserving of the service they've given us all. At our state-of-the-art kennels, they receive rehabilitation and care suitable for heroes. because that's what they are. Be a part of giving them a future today. Visit warriordogfoundation.org.